Okay friends, today with a very simple example I am going to explain you about the difference between interfaces and an abstract class. So first of all I will go with an abstract class, right? So first of all, as everybody knows, OOPS concepts inheritance, right? Okay. So what I want to say is that in inheritance there are two drawbacks. One is using the base class object I cannot call the subclass function. This is the first drawback. Second drawback is it won't allow multiple inheritance. Means it will allow single level inheritance, it will allow multipath inheritance, it will allow hierarchical inheritance, but it will not allow multiple inheritance. Okay, so these are the two drawbacks in inheritance in C#. So these two drawbacks can be overcome. To overcome this drawback, they have introduced abstract classes and interfaces. Okay, so I will whether these drawbacks really exist or not. I will write one simple program and check whether that drawback really exists or not. Then to overcome, what you have to do, we will do that one, right? Fine. I'm going in the Windows based application, file, new project. So I'm giving the name as abstract class and interface demo, some name I have given. So Windows Forms application. It is opening. By the time I will just see anything is there to open. Okay, fine. So it is opening now, Visual Studio. It's taking time, just a minute. So Windows application I have opened. So just I'm dragging and dropping. So toolbox is there, let it come, because otherwise it will hang if I go in a hurry way, right? Fine. So now yeah, drag and drop one button here, drag and drop one button here, double click the button. Whenever you click the double click button, button click event will come. Just above the button click event, the area is called global section. We call it this as global section. Okay, we can write some code here, we can define some classes here, we can define some interfaces here, no problem. Fine. So I am defining one class, say father, and imagine he's having one public void, he's having one car. One small example I am giving to display in Windows message box. I'll use, say he's having Maruti car, right? Fine. Then class son is there, he's inheriting from father. Okay, and he is also having one car, but he's having Mercedes Benz car, not Maruti car. He's having Mercedes Benz car, right? Now multi-level inheritance I am going. Imagine grandson is there and he is inheriting from his father, means his son. grandson. He is having say which cars? BMW car. Right. So here I am defining multi-level inheritance. Hope you might be knowing about the inheritance concepts well. If not, let us see some slides. See, these kinds of inheritances are there: single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance. This is multiple inheritance. So this multiple inheritance is not supported here, and this is hybrid inheritance. Okay. So why it is not supported, that we will check it. And why using the base class object I cannot call the subclass function, that also check it. So whether those drawbacks really exist in inheritance or not, we'll check it. Then we'll go with the solution for it. Okay. So this is multi-level inheritance. Father is having son is inheriting father, and his grandson is inheriting his father, means his son class, right? So now using the base class object. So base class is what? Say father's object I am creating. Obj is equal to new father. Okay, using the base class object, can I call a subclass function? No, I can use only my car only. I cannot use Mercedes Benz car. Obj dot I'm not, first of all, it is not showing only. Okay, suppose means even though I cannot use my son's car, I cannot use my grandson's car, but my grandson, say grandson obj 2 is equal to new grandson, he can assess BMW car, his car, he can assess Maruti car, he can assess Mercedes Benz car. So no error I am getting. Okay, so obj2 dot BMW car. So what I want to say is multiple using the base class object, I cannot call the subclass function. Okay, so to overcome that drawback, they have introduced abstract classes. Okay, now multiple inheritance means what? Suppose this he is inheriting from father, he want to inherit from another class also. Okay, he is inheriting from father, he want to inherit from other class also. So father, then okay, down I am come. He wants to inheriting from son class, grandson is inheriting from son class, he want to inherit from father also. Multiple inheritance, not possible, giving error. Okay, so these are the drawbacks which exist in inheritance. To overcome these two drawbacks, we will go for abstract class and an interface. To using the base class object, I want to call the subclass function, means abstract classes. In order to implement inheritance, multiple inheritance, means we will go for interfaces. How it is that one, and what is the difference between these, also we will check it. Right now I am deleting this code which is present in the global section and the button click event code also. Fine. Okay, so now first of all, what do you mean by an abstract class? Okay, abstract class means, what is the syntax of abstract class? So what is an abstract class? Okay, that we will go with the explanation, then we will come with the coding part again. So now abstract class. Okay, abstract class is a class which is having at least one abstract method in it. Now what is abstract method? Abstract method is a method with function header, no body will be there. The subclasses which are inheriting abstract class will override this abstract method. Okay, that's what abstract method. So abstract class is nothing but it should have at least one abstract method. So how it will be, say public void public abstract void, say add is there, int x comma int y. So this is the abstract method. Okay, just function header is there. So if I am putting this inside the abstract class, means then it's an abstract so this is an abstract method. Like this we have to define, and that thing we have to define in an abstract class. So what is the syntax of this abstract class? It is here. Just I am copy pasting the syntax. So this is the syntax of abstract class. So public abstract class name, public abstract void function name, parameters list, public void function name, means we can have an concrete methods also, means function header with the body. Okay, so these and all things will be there. So let us go with the abstract class. Now this I have told that I have just syntactically I have told what is an abstract class. Okay, what is an abstract method. Okay, and syntax I have told like this you have to write. But why I am going for an abstract class? See, imagine I am having some set of interrelated classes, right? I am having set of interrelated classes. Those interrelated classes are having some common functionality between them. Okay, see here I am having goldfish class, shark class. These are interrelated classes, means but they are of same kind. Okay, when I am having interrelated classes, definitely I will write some common functionality between them again and again in those classes. Instead of writing common functionality but again and again in those classes, better to write it in a base class which is abstract class. So fish is an abstract class here. So in that fish abstract class I will define abstract method. Okay, so goldfish and shark class will override the abstract methods. So it is, we are going for more generalization. Then whenever we are creating classes from procedure oriented programming languages, we have come to the classes, object oriented programming languages. So still more generalization in classes if you want to go, especially among interrelated classes, then I will go for abstract class. Okay, with an abstract method. In generalize, so goldfish is a kind of fish, shark is a kind of fish, like that it will come. That is what the abstract class is there. Okay, so these and all concepts will come under polymorphism actually. Okay, these and all concepts will come under polymorphism actually. If you see, means polymorphism is also one kind of OOPS concepts. Polymorphism is also one kind of OOPS concepts. So two types of polymorphism is there: compile time, in that function overloading and operator overloading will come. Okay, now runtime means what? Runtime polymorphism means what? Abstract classes, virtual functions and interfaces, all these things will come under comes under runtime polymorphism. So right now I am discussing about runtime polymorphism, means I am discussing about abstract classes. Means runtime polymorphism means what? I will override the functionality at runtime. I will override that. I will show with the program, right? So what I was telling, abstract classes means what? Classes having same functionality, interrelated classes. So that is what we will go for an abstract class. Okay, see, another thing I want to tell is that, see, in company many people will work. Okay, so different projects will come. So what the project, I have worked in one company for 10 years. Okay, imagine I have worked in one company for 5 years. On 2 or 3 projects I have worked on. So what I will do, I will create certain abstract classes for that project. When I leave that company, some other subordinate will not come and ask me what you have done again. I will tell him, go and check the abstract classes and try to override the functionality in the abstract classes for those projects. So I will just give the idea, they have to implement it. That's what the abstract classes. See, when the project is very big and you want to do frequent changes in the project, at that time you go for an abstract class. Why? Because, see here, why? Because means, See here, this is about the abstract class. Suppose department class is there, HR, sales, finance. These are interrelated classes, right? These are interrelated classes. So when the project is very big, you create an abstract department class for that one. Okay, you do frequent changes in the department class. Any class which is overriding it will take that functionality, no problem. But in interfaces it's not like that, which I will tell you later on. Right now just remember like that, if there are interrelated classes are there and you want to do frequent changes in the project and the project is very big, at that time you will create abstract class for your functionality, for the requirement, and all the different classes will override those abstract classes, right? Because once you change in the abstract class, that is enough. Remaining classes no need to change. Okay, later on I will tell about the interfaces. So now let us go with the coding now. Abstract class, by taking one concept, simple concepts like what you have discussed, right? So I am coming to the now Visual Studio. So again I am coming to the global section. So now I will create one abstract class, public abstract class, say polygon is my class. You should have one abstract method, public abstract void, say area int x comma int y. So this is my abstract method. One concrete method also I will put it, public void test function, something like that. And in this just to display I am writing some message box dot show right. So this is the one abstract class. Now what I have to do, say imagine one class is there, say triangle class. Okay, it is overriding what polygon class, abstract polygon class, right? So it will override the functionality. See, you don't go there and manually go here, select this one, so automatically code will come. Now implement that area. Okay, so what is the area of triangle? Say message box dot show the area of triangle is 0.5 star x star y. This is the area of triangle. Okay, same another class is there which is inheriting from the polygon class only. I want to override the functionality, means say class rectangle is there. Okay, it is also inheriting from the polygon class. With simple examples I am showing. You can go there, override the functionality, the keyword will come automatically. Just copy this code and remove 0.5 as area of rectangle is x into y, and change the code area of rectangle, write it rectangle, write it. Now this is the abstract class and the this is the abstract class, right? So this is the abstract class and triangle class and rectangle class, which are interrelated class. They are overriding the functionality of polygon class. Now using the base class object, you have to call the subclass functions. Okay, so now polygon obj is equal to new polygon. I cannot do like this. Okay, it will give me error because it's why? Because I can only create a reference for the object. Means I cannot allocate I can declare an object, but it will be like a reference. I cannot allocate memory to it. Okay, so this reference is okay. Okay, now what I am saying, as my class is partial, see, I cannot create an object of abstract class as it has partial methods in it. I can only create an reference which will act as an object at runtime. So I can create an reference. In that reference is equal to, I can pass memory, new triangle memory allocation. I can do it. What is the class name? TRAIN. It is okay. I have written wrong spelling, no problem. This object I can declare. Then obj dot area of triangle, it will calculate 12, 4, right? Then same object, next it will point to the memory allocation of rectangle. Obj dot area, pass few parameters, so 12, 4, same thing. Now I can call concrete method also. What is that test function also I can call it. So here what is I am doing, using the base class object I am calling the subclass functions. Means what I can do, object I can do triangle object dot area. I can create like this, what I want to say, triangle what is that, obj2 is equal to new obj, then obj2 dot area. Why are you doing all these things? You can do like this also, you can ask me. Okay, but this will become compile time. Means what, nobody should use that obj2 until it is running. But when I am saying polygon object and at the runtime I am passing the same object, no need to declare two objects, triangle object once, rectangle object once, then compile time it will happen, then again it will call. So this and all I don't want. Just declare at runtime, declare and reference, in that pass the memory, then execute the code, then again pass some other reference, and then execute the code. That is what runtime polymorphism we call it as. I am overriding the functionality, and it will improve the performance, optimization performance also it will improve. Right now area is small function. When we go in real time projects, huge lines of code will be there, and everything if you make it compile, the load on the server will increase. That's why it is better you go for runtime polymorphism. So the first drawback of inheritance I have overcome. Using the base class object I have called the subclass function. Right, you understood? Fine. So let us execute the code and see it how it is. 12 4 ja 48, 48 by 2 24, another will come 48, I think so. Next I will tell you about the difference between abstract class and interface. It's compiling here. MSIL code is generating. As I am recording, so it is taking time. Okay. I clicked, it is 24, 48, and the concrete function is executing. This is about the abstract class, right? Now what is the difference between an abstract class and an interface? That is the many people will ask. See, when you see pure abstract class is an interface, means all the functions will be by default abstract, means partial methods will be there, and by default public. Okay, so now the scenario is where means just we'll write the interface a, and then we go ahead with the partial methods inside that interface like that. And as the drawback in inheritance is multiple inheritance is not supported. I cannot inherit from multiple classes, because when I am inheriting from multiple classes, ambiguity problem will come. Suppose father is also having blue eyes, mother is also having blue eyes, and son is also having blue eyes. Whose blue eyes are those, whether fathers or mothers? I will be not able to. This to in order to avoid this ambiguity, they have gone for interfaces. Means they are not implementing abstract. They are not implementing multiple. They are not supporting multiple inheritance. So in an alternative way, we have looked for it as interface. So interface means some kind of actions will be there, can do, some actions will be there. Those actions classes will implement. Now first the main difference I will explain you. This is a overriding functionality, brief overriding functionality, just like okay. Now come here. If you see here, abstract class is there. So here interrelated classes are there. So common functionality, see, when you want to do frequent change, when you don't want to do frequent changes, okay, and at that time you will go for interfaces. And when the classes are not interrelated, these classes are not interrelated. The water is different, mango is fruit, water is some drinking stuff, carrot is a vegetable, rice is some other thing. So these are not interrelated classes. Okay, so when they are not there, we are not having interrelated classes, and they want to implement one common functionality, then we will go for interfaces. Cooking is one kind of interfaces. Water is used in cooking also, water is used in drinking also. Mango is used as in juice, mango juice as for drinking, mango is used in eating also. Okay, rice is used in eating, carrot is used by making carrot juice, I can drink it, or carrot is used in many food items also. So when when the interrelated classes are not there, at that time we will go for interfaces. See, don't get confused. Okay, what is this? Interrelated classes are not there, interrelated is there. You can do what you are doing in abstract classes, that also you can do it in interfaces also. But understand the scenario here. See here, if I do if you go in the department, if you do one change here, all these classes will no problem, because all these classes are inheriting from one class only. But in interface, what happens? They are if I do frequent changes here, I don't know water class is implementing like this. Many classes will be there who are inheriting different interfaces. At that time, problem will come. So when you don't want to do frequent changes and you are having not related classes, and they want to implement some different functionality, they can implement in the form of interfaces. In single word I will tell you, in single line I will tell you what is the difference between abstract class and interface is that, and we can inherit from one abstract class, but you can implement many interfaces. You can inherit from one abstract class, but you can inherit from one abstract class, but you can implement many interfaces. Means you can inherit from only one abstract class, but you cannot inherit from multiple abstract classes. You can implement the functionality of multiple inheritance by means of interfaces. That is the use of interfaces. Second thing is more secure, because everything is partial methods. Okay, and like that it will go. So just that is the main difference. The scenario, you just understand it, and based on the scenario and based upon a requirement, you decided which things to use, whether abstract class to create for the project, whether to interfaces I need to create for the project. You decide it. See, in Java also many class libraries will be there. Java class libraries, .NET framework class libraries. Something they will decide as to be created as an interface. Something they define as an abstract class. If you put the cursor there, you will come to know, oh, this is an interface. Yeah, this is an interface, abstract class. So based upon the requirement, it will come. Okay, so that is the thing, right? Now let us do final coding on interfaces and wind up this concept of abstract classes and interfaces. So now what I will do, I will make this as an I will delete this one. I will make this as the interface. I will make this interface. Okay, I will delete it and do it better. To waste. So say interface A. another interface I'll create, interface B. Okay, in this interface I will define say public void area. I will define int x comma int y. Okay, fine. In this public you should not write actually, because by default it is public only. Okay, then here void say perimeter I will define. Don't tell sir, don't tell this interface, don't tell this what I just understand the concept. Don't tell that area perimeter are same. No, not like that. What I want to say is that just try to understand the concept here. Interface A, interface B. So now two interfaces are there. Okay, so one class is there, say class ABC. Okay, it want to it will inherit from A comma B also. You can put it like this, I can do it. So you can go to the cursor there, implement interface. Here two options are there. You can implement this interface implicitly and explicitly. Explicitly means class name also will dot with class name dot will come like that, right? Right now like this. Area, now this here also you say it like this. Then as usual you will write the code. Okay, if you don't want to do like this, one interface can inherit from another interface, like this also can be done. A. Okay, then what you will do, I will again delete this code. Like this also you can do. Just say B, that's enough. As B is inheriting from A interface, so automatically both the functionalities will come. Implement interface, so like that. So now area, as usual you write down the code, message box dot show dot say this is a class triangle. Imagine this is a class triangle. Okay, area of triangle, message box dot show, the area is plus 0.5 star x star y, right? So come down here. My mouse is stuck. Wait. Okay, fine. Again it's working. So perimeter of triangle is what? I don't know. I'll just write it. Just message box dot show. The perimeter is length. The perimeter is plus y plus z, right? Okay, so this is the another class. So another class is the rectangle. They may also implement the interface. Okay, so now just define interface B. Insert the B is equal to new triangle, as usual. Triangle class will go, and then all the functions. So multiple inheritance, two drawbacks has been solved. Just a minute. I should not write like this. Oh, I'm doing mistake. I'm in a hurry. That's why. What is the interface? It's a B interface. Just declare the object of B interface. Means reference. Then obj is equal to new triangle runtime. Okay, it is also runtime. Obj dot area 12,3, then obj dot perimeter 12,3, 5, 12,4, 6. That's all. So this is the interface. Okay, multiple interfaces I can implement. That is the way you have to do. Now let us do the write the code, execute the code. So this is the main difference between abstract classes and interfaces. Using the base class object, I can call the subclass function, and second thing is using I can implement multiple inheritance also. So one thing is that you can inherit from one abstract class, but can implement many interfaces. That is the conclusion. This is the difference between abstract class and interface. So finally I am stopping it here about the concept of abstract class and interfaces. Right. Thank you.